Mildred Weeden, born January the 28th, 1922. So I am 95, closer to 96. Back when I was a kid, Mom and Daddy would go in a wagon from where we lived over there off of 15. We'd come to Fredonia in the wagon during the, we didn't come every Sunday, but when the revival was going on, Daddy would have a wagon full that and we'd come to Fredonia and we'd come for homecoming and things that way, but we didn't come every Sunday. September, I think it's the 24th, in 1950. I moved my letter from Ingomar to Fredonia then. But see, I never did get to go, you know, back to Ingomar. And I was going to Fredonia, and I said, well, I'm gonna just, we'd go on just an old open truck bed. Mr. Benefield carried people to church that way. I was at Ingomar, and that was when they would carry us from church, from school, you know, down during the revival. And me and some of my classmates, we were baptized together. We were baptized, I was baptized in what they call the clear pool. And we went to this lady's house out there. She let us go out there, you know, to change clothes and everything. And Miss Etoy Baker and them lived up there. That's where it was at. Because I went to Etoy's while they was living up there. It was one big room, hon. One big room. It had a door at the front, and it had one at the back. And then when Brother Fay Henry, they built on, I can't remember, I got it down somewhere. When they built on to the back, they built some Sunday school rooms at the back. But like I told you, we had the men sat over on that side, and the women sat over on this side. You know, and there was the pulpit in between. And then I don't know what kind of sacks, what it was made out of, but they were hanging, dividing the church up for the Sunday school rooms. That all of it was, you know, there under one roof till they got the new ones built. Brother Fay and Mr. Robert Henry, they were carpenters, and he got things started and got that built on. We had old coal oil lamps, and Mr. Bilbo Duncan, he would come and light them for services on Sunday night, and but anyway, that was our lighting. That was, see, we didn't get power until it was in the 40s when they first got the electric power up there. And we had, our cooling was window fans. And believe it, somebody stole them. Anyway, you know, them things happen. we'd have a day, the men would plow, and we'd have a day, you know, we'd hoe the cotton, and then time come to pick it, we picked it, and we would carry our food up there, you know, and what we, you know wouldn't hurt, and just make a day of it, you know, picking cotton. But we paid for that first bus we had that way. Mr. Boyce Bell, and there was just a gang of them that were, you know, they'd carry their team up there to plow and everything. Yeah, it seemed like it was the old-timey way or something. It was a little different from the way they do now. I know back when we'd have a revival, whoever was the visiting preacher and the pastor, they'd work every evening visiting people. And but now you don't see that much of that anymore. But I know that they did that, and we'd have a little short prayer meeting before service. But that's been in the days gone by. We'd have morning service and come home, and the preacher would go to different ones. They'd go, you know, different ones home for lunch, and then at night you fed them again, and then we would have preaching again that night. And next morning we'd have service, and the preaching would go on about an hour, you know, or there was an hour set, you know. We'd have morning service, and then we had preaching at night, and it went from Sunday to Friday night. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. But that's one of them. And another one is we're not promised tomorrow. And we know that. And we're not. In the sweet by and by. Polly's granddaughter, she came and sung it for me here a while back. I know some of them told me, you know, she sung at church that day and said it was so pretty, and said, Mildred, I thought about you. And I just told Polly, I said, well, sometimes she has time, bring her down here and let her sing for me. And she did. She came one day and sung In the Sweet By and By. Made my day. And Miss Linda Bell came and sung Hallelujah Square for me one time. Now I love that one too. That I love them all. That's the main thing, hon. And thank God for them. Just keep your eyes on Jesus. I can't understand how people go through trouble without the Lord. If I didn't have Him, I don't know how I'd make it. But you see, there's people that don't even believe in God. And I can't understand it. We may leave God, but God don't leave us.